I wanted to do a short little video here. I just wanted to talk a little bit about these two cameras. This is the Fujifilm Xm5. This is the Fujifilm Xt50. Clearly I have different lenses on them right now, so they're gonna look a little different. This is the 27mm TT Artisan lens because I didn't want to pay the price of the Fuji one. I just wanted to try a pancake. And then this is just the 18-55 f2.8 kit lens. So it does make the size difference look a little more extreme. Now the Xm5 is quite a bit smaller, both in length and in height because it doesn't have the viewfinder on top. I think if these two cameras were combined, they would be my ideal Fujifilm camera. And I'm going to explain that. So the reason I have both is because they have different features that I like, and I use them for different scenarios. Xm5 is usually the one that I am chucking in my bag with my X106 when I want to have a different lens option, but I need something light and tiny, like for travel. Xt50 is one when I need it for more varied situations that I might need maybe the higher megapixels, I might need a viewfinder, might need IBIS, different things like that. This is one of the biggest differences for me, maybe not for everybody, for me, is that the Xm5 only comes with 4 custom film simulation options, whereas the Xt50 comes with 7, which every other Fuji camera has 7. So that is a little difficult if you're like me and you like to put all 7 simulations the same in all of your Fuji cameras, because I have quite a few Fuji cameras. So that way, if I'm out on a photo walk with 2 of them, I can pick them up using the same simulation. It is frustrating to go on this one and go, oh, that's not in this camera. So I know I can put it in, but a lot of times then I have to go look through all my notes on my phone to find just the right one and have to put in all the settings. It's just a hassle, and I really wish they'd left 7. On both of these cameras, I do not use the film simulation dial. I don't feel I need it because I use custom film simulations. But that dial does get switched very easily on, and when it does, it overrides your custom film simulation. So a lot of times mine gets flipped to standard, and then I'm like, why do my colors look weird? So I could do without that. I don't use it, and I can use my camera just fine without ever touching it, but I wish it wasn't there in the first place. The biggest thing for the Xm5 for me, aside from the size, was that it has an articulating screen. Now, before somebody calls me, oh, you're just a content creator, you just want to do video. No, I don't do video. I'm using my G7X still. I literally do it, as I've explained many times. I like to take photos on a tripod, whether it's my own self-portrait photos that I do for practice, or photos with my family, with my husband when we're on vacation, and I like to be able to set it on a tripod and see what's in frame so that when I go jump in the frame, I know where it's at, I know what things look like. That's why I want this. It's a lot harder to do blind, and I can do it, but I just prefer that. So that and the size and weight are what I love the most about the Xm5. So if I had this exact camera, but with the custom film simulation, the 7 option that this has, as well as the 40 megapixel sensor and the option of the teleconverter. So the 40 megapixel sensor is great and all, but mostly because I use the digital teleconverter a lot. That may seem silly to a lot of people because I know it's just what you can crop and post, I get that. But it helps me compose my photos sometimes to know what I want my end photo to look like. I actually use my Xt50 quite a lot for event photography at my church. Sometimes with my 50 to 140, but sometimes just with my 56 1.2, depends on what I have for the day. And I love that I know that I've programmed this little button up here to be the digital teleconverter, and I can just punch it in and get a lot closer of a shot, and it still looks the same as all my other shots. It doesn't look like a downgraded image. So I love that feature, and I do wish I could do that on here because that's what I mean, I just wish all those features were built into one. I want the smaller camera with the flip screen, but I want more film simulations and the digital teleconverter option to all be in one. So those are just my thoughts. I know everybody has different preferences because everybody does photography differently. Some people will want these for video, which is something I'm not even interested in, but I also a viewfinder is nice, but I can honestly tell you, for me personally, it doesn't matter if it has one or not. I really don't use it. So that doesn't bother me at all. I know a lot of people like these screens because they want to do waist level shooting, or they want to just have the screen out. I personally, one, like it for the articulating option like I explained earlier, but I like that my screen is protected and hidden. So when I throw this in my bag, I do put it in a little pouch in my bag, but I'm less worried about it. And also with this being as small of a size as it is, I got this small rig thumb grip and it's been amazing. Like, I don't ever take that off. For me personally, with tiny fingers, I can hit the Q button just fine. So that's not an issue. But I've really felt like this has been a perfect setup. And I do actually like this little TC Artisan lens on here. It does have some vignetting, which I don't love, but I really like the lens. So I've been very happy with it. And I will say my favorite lens, the one I use the most on all my cameras, right now is on my X Pro 3, is this 35mm f1.4 lens. It's not terribly longer than the TT Artisan, and I really love that lens. It's just sometimes a little zoomed in for me, but that's my preferred Fuji lens out of all the lenses I own, and I do have quite a few good ones. So I just wanted to tell you guys my thoughts on these two. I think they're both amazing cameras, and I'm honestly glad I have both of them. So let me know what you guys think. These are just my personal preference. If they could merge them into one camera, that'd be great. Also, Fuji, we still want an X80. I'm just throwing that out there every chance I get.